Hello, Macsen here, welcome back. So during the last video we edged towards victory. I've got a variety of invasion fleets which are surrounding Elion and Merope and sieging them up. Hopefully those two systems will be taken in the next turn or two. The potential problems I have at the moment though is that there are a lot of Horatio ships in between me and the Zane system, which would be the last capital. There's tons there on Vega, and if I was to come from this direction, there are also quite a few good fleets around here as well. So that's basically the problem which I have to solve over the next coming turns. Right, so I should end the turn. Still got this close to victory message there. There's two fleets here on Vega, but they're quite weak, and they've been there a number of turns now. Horatio definitely supporting that position quite a bit. Right, so see, I moved yet? No, now it's doing it. Right, right, so I've been attacked on the Vegas system. I'll come back to that in a second. I'll move my fleets on. Right, so can I actually take Elion? Yeah, right, so I can take Elion. What about Merope? Right, so I can't. That's actually gone down. I think that was 50% last turn. So I'm going to have to get some reinforcements in there to take that system properly. We'll be taking in 7 turns, but that's quite a while. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to figure out my research. I've actually got a new tech there, so I need to upgrade my ship's designs again. I'll do my build list, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've updated my build list. There's not an awful lot changed, to be honest. The most productive systems are making ships or getting towards the point where they can make ships. And I've got Magrashi, which is actually making some swarm ships to add extra land evasion strength if they're needed around here. It's probably the nearest really productive system towards this direction. I could actually buy some ships maybe in the system. I might do that potentially. I've also chosen the next technology that I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for this warp drive technology. I might be able to use that to bypass the Vega system or various systems to just warp drive into onto Zanes instead of going through the traditional paths. Also, I'll show you what was built this turn as well, actually, and what's to be built there. I've upgraded my ships as well. So I've upgraded all the ship designs that have those guns. Well, actually, all 4 combat ships I've upgraded. So I'll show you some of these. Right, the World Eater. Basically, my ships now have less weapons. I've pretty much kept the same amount defense. I think in a World Eater's case, so I might have added a couple of flak because I had some tonnage left. But these kinetic designs basically have twice as many bullets as the previous design. That's 15.4 cost and 8 weight, and that is, yeah, it's about twice. It's nearly twice as much a cost, but you get twice as many bullets, and it's only an extra 2 weight, so they're well worth having, these new kinetics. So all of my ships have been basically slightly upgraded. They've had the new deflector, which is twice as much protection than it used to be. Okay. I think on the Devour I actually added a extra medium range beam weapon because I had a bit of tonnage left over that I couldn't really stick into anything. Right, so those are the designs. I've grouped up my ships a tiny bit, but not an awful lot. I think, right, I'm going to do this battle here anyway. I've only actually got 1 combat fleet in this system. I don't really have any quite finished that are en route. So I'm going to attack here. Right, they've all grouped their ships up. That's going to help. So they're 23s and 21s. So medium range missile, melee kinetic. So I'll do that. Stop them from retreating. Arguably I should do that as well there, but I do that. Okay, they're wiped out. Actually took more rounds than I thought it would take. Right, so I think I might as well just take this system now. I do need more combat fleets here before I can really move these invasion fleets on, I think. Right, so take that. I'm going to upgrade that combat fleet there in a bit as well. I can move all the ships from Zenith now. I think I'll keep the combat fleet here though. Otherwise it's going to be a bit vulnerable for the other ships coming through. I've grouped up this fleet here and stuck the foragers in so it moves a bit quicker. Should be able to get there within a turn. Okay. And probably need to ungroup them now. Those have run out of movement. There's some ships from Xanados that I can move on. I'll move those through. Right, and I've got a forager there. Right, so there's pirates there. Right, this system can't be taken, can it? I'll just bring this forager back up here, I think. What's that there? Cravers ships. In a turn I can make peace with the Cravers as well, which I might do. They'll probably give me systems. Right, I'll attack here. And just stop them from using offensive retreat. Okay. Let's move forward to Morocco. I didn't lower the amount, but it's back up to 50%. I'm not going to risk that. Just wait for more troops to come in. They can... Right, they are actually locking down the system. What do I have left then? I have partial combat there. Is that a full combat fleet? Yeah. Ravager and Defilers. Right, bring those down. Actually, I think I should move one of these combat fleets down first. I think I'll bring the partial fleet down to there. Okay. Oops. Lock those down. And that can free up all these invasion ships to come down here. Did that not have enough movement? That's weird. That's saying that's got a movement point left. Right, that looks... Oh. Right, move now. Okay. Right, that's a pain. This didn't quite get through that wormhole. I don't think I had any foragers, scouts in the area to give them an engine boost though, so there's not much I could do about that. Right, so fleet there. Not sure why that's showing up still, it shouldn't be. Don't have any way to invade there. Right, I actually made a Defiler ship as well on Pegasus last turn, so I can move these on. What's that there? Right, disintegrators, that will give me land division strength down here in a bit. Right, I think I'm all out of movement there. Right, so I'm going to do some battles around Vega. Striker 23s, Striker 18, melee, they are melee. Hopefully they'll be destroyed before they get to that round. Duck ships, medium range missiles. Okay. I think I'll go... Wow, look at the power on that fleet. I'll go illusion there. Illusion there. Weapons overclock there. I fancy a cinematic. It'd be interesting to see how we do against a huge fleet, power fleet like this. So, manual. I need to destroy as many of those Striker 23s before we get to the melee phase, or I could be in a bit of trouble actually. It's a graphical error for these world eaters. They actually have full hit points. What about that? That's taken a bit of damage. Yeah, my scrounger is probably going to be in trouble for this battle. Right, we countered. Not sure if I really need to do illusion in this phase, but I'm going to. They've got... How many ships do I have? 6? So my strikers are probably only being targeted by 3 of my ships at the moment. They're strikers. Right, I'm taking a bit of damage, but they've lost a number of ships. It's really crucial that I take out a huge amount of ships on this Vegas system though, otherwise it's going to delay me from getting to Zane's, so it's really important in this battle. Looks like I could destroy them all though actually. They don't have... Yeah, they've lost most of their striker ships already, so they're not going to be doing too much damage on me now. I don't think any of these have... Well, actually, some of them do have bombers. The strikers don't though. Okay. Right. Completely wiped them out. That's excellent. Be interested to see what my new designs are like against their fleets. Right, so that's been fought and won. Those are illusion graphic bug errors, so I didn't lose any ships there. Caused a huge amount of damage. So what do they have left on Vega now? Huge amount left. Right, I could actually attack with this fleet because they attacked me. Okay, so attack here. Imperators. Medium range missiles. I'll just do Nosebreaker. And... Where else should I go? Right, they're all medium range missiles, so I'll go Illusion there. Can't remember what design these are. They're medium range beams. I think I'll go this one actually for the first phase. And I'll do... I think I'll do that as well for the last phase. What are their shields like? Pretty good shield and deflectors. Might go tactics in the last phase. Could try it out. Yeah, why not? Right, I'll go tactics. So where is it? Here. Okay, I'll do auto for this one. Right, I didn't actually kill any there. It's not good. They've got a ton of probably a ton of bombers here though. That's the big problem. Don't have much in the way of fighter defense. Right, so last battle. Oh, same fleet. I'll do that one and tactics again. And the first one, I think I did tactics. Right, Nosebreaker. Wow, is that all the damage I did? Wow, that's so bad. Yeah, I need ships over here so badly, or I need that warp drive to actually bypass them. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to figure out if there's any fleets I can upgrade, and I'll be back in a second. There's not actually that many ships I can upgrade at the moment. I'll come to that in a second though. I didn't show you this though, did I? This is what happened to Elion. So it's basically wrecked. Not that that really matters, however. It's just taking the capital that really matters. I've also grouped up my ships a tiny bit more. And what else have I done? I've added a couple of waypoints this turn as well. Muragashi and Cygnus is now going off to Musis. And what else? Right, I should upgrade these ships then. Okay. Right, so Remor, what's that? I'm going to upgrade just my my combat ships, I think. Not sure if it's worthwhile upgrading these, but I think I will. I've got enough dust, so just go through all of these. That fleet's on Zenith. I don't think I'll upgrade that. Don't really need to. So Forager, so I'll upgrade that. Forager there, I'll upgrade. That's Devourer, upgrade that. And that uses. That's an obsolete design. Elion, that's the capital I just took. This fleet I definitely want to upgrade, so upgrade there. Elion, a couple more foragers, I'll upgrade those. Defiler, I separated that one, that's at a drop pod, so I want to upgrade that. It's quite an old design as well. Elion, I don't think there's much point in me upgrading my old, or my invasion ships really. I think I've got plenty of those, so they don't really need to be upgraded. I'd rather save my money for the combat ships. Right, so Decky. I'm not going to upgrade that fleet on a Moser either, I don't really need to. That's just protecting my systems around here from Horatio coming in potentially. Right, so I think that's it for this turn, so end of turn. So this fleet's going to move on next turn. Right, a civilization has died. That's the Hishu, I believe. I finally took this system of deal up there, so I can move those ships on now. We found a temple, plus 10 on planets in a Gonos system. Cravers will make ceasefire. I'll come back to that in a second. Not sure what systems I can take from them yet. Actually, I want to take the capital before I make a ceasefire anyway, so 100%. Right, I should do that now then. What's here? Right, is there any ships I want to move off this system? Maybe the scout. There's pirates here though, I don't really want to get it destroyed. Right, so I'll take the Merope system. Okay. I don't really have much in the way of land invasion strength that causes collateral, so I've got all the buildings remaining. Looks like they lost most of their population now. Right, I'm going to move my ships on. Right, and I'm going to do my build list and figure out what deal I can get with the Cravers, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've updated my build list. There are some systems now which I'm actually starting to stick on a science focus. They are basically systems that have reached or built everything that I want on those systems. I could, with many of them though, actually terraform them more. If I want drop pods, then it would probably be best to terraform them up. Or if I was going to, or if I just wanted extra fids like science or dust to terraform them down. But I don't think there's enough time left in the game for that to be really worthwhile, so I'm going to stick them on science. Arguably I should be taking them or switching them from farms to science as well now, because I don't really need the drop pods. I might actually change that in a second. Right, so that's the build list done, and that's what was built this turn and what was or is to be built next turn. I think I bought a couple of these last turn on early on as well, just to speed it up. Right, so dismiss that. I've grouped a few ships up as well, and I've had a look at the Cravers to see what systems I could get off them. They are willing to give me systems, you can see here, but I don't think it's actually worthwhile, because they won't give me the systems that I really need to continue to move ships down through here onto Zane's. So I'm not going to make peace with them at the moment, at least. Right, so I've got a number of ships I need to move. Right, so I think what I'm going to have to do as well is move my fleets onto Brachia and then warp drive to Zane's. It's just going to take too long for me to destroy all that crazy fleet there. So at the moment I'm basically going after... I need to go after things that give me extra speed. Perhaps maybe specifically in warp drive. So there's that tech there and that tech there. Or I could get this wormhole tech. That would be useful to get my fleets nearer to the front line, I guess. And maybe even this speed tech here. So this is definitely slowing me down. Going to slow me down if not already. Right, so I've actually got an entirely new fleet on Zenith, and I've stuck that on Protect as well. So I'm going to need to move this fleet on. I don't think there's enough move... Oh, maybe it is. Is 13 enough to get there? It looks it, doesn't it? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm going to move that fleet on then. I hope this is right. Yeah, it looks like it was. Brilliant. So with that fleet that's just got there, I'm going to lock that down, and I've got a fleet here that I should move on then. I'm going to move that to Brachia. They can move there. And I think I should warp drive this into Zane's. Now I've had a look, how many turns is that going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a long time. But I can't get through Vega. My current warp speed is 5, and I get a +7 for this engine tech next turn, which will speed things up. And then that would give me another 12. So I think this is my best option, really. So I'm going to warp those in there. I won't warp my... I could warp my transport ships in now. But I'm not really sure how much of a threat they're going to be over here on Zane's to my fleets. It could be quite a bit. Yeah, I warped that one in. Hopefully it actually speeds up the engine speed on the journey once I've got this tech, but I'm not entirely sure. I've got to attack here as well this turn. So the question is, should I move my fleet, my invasion fleets in, warp them in yet or not? I think I'm going to hold off on that though. Right, so I've got a number of ships to move. Zenith ships, I think I can move all of those on actually. I should probably just group all these up in one big fleet because there's some foragers there which will help them move. Okay, so they can move on to Elion. Right, now combat fleets protecting things there. Those, what's here? Auditor and Forager, they can move through there. So I do have combat fleets coming in this direction. It's just going to take a while. Definitely going to take a while to destroy those fleets on Vega. I've got 3 more. I've got new to fire on Bataka. I added a waypoint down to here as well. Right, I was wondering where it was going there. I've got these fleets which have done their job on Dill and finished off the He show. So I'll bring those down to Muses. Okay. Not sure it's worthwhile taking that system really, it's come too late. Disintegrator can move through here. Okay, I've got a couple of combats to do. Right, so Vega can attack here. Strikers, mini kinetics, medium range missiles. Okay, I'll go illusion here. Probably going to lose that scrounger. I'll go dust warheads, and I'll just auto this. Okay, that graphics wrong. I did lose a scrounger. Actually counted dust warheads. Okay, and the second combat. I think I go. Well, this fleet did next to nothing last time. I'll just do Nosebreaker again. And that. And tactics. Okay, that's an error. What did I lose? Oh, maybe it wasn't. I had a scrounger there. Yeah, these fleets just aren't going to be able to do anything. Right, I'm going to just figure out what I can upgrade this turn then. Okay, so I've updated quite a few fleets this turn. You can see my dust has gone down an awful lot. I've upgraded my fleet that just come from Dill at Magrashi. I've updated my fleet on Merope as well, my hero's fleet. Wow, that's got a lot of power now actually. Also, I think I updated another fleet over here somewhere, either on Airleon or Zenith. I'm not sure which. Might have been. Yeah, I can't remember which one actually. There's a drop pod or two I've upgraded as well. I've also grouped up the odd ship or two that wasn't grouped up before. Also, I've changed my build list a tiny bit. Those systems which I mentioned that were on tech focus, I've actually switched those over to build these, so the science is a bit better. That one's doing a Baron transformation as well, or one of them is that was doing tech focus. My next tech is going to be this one, increase my warp drive so I can get to Zane's a bit quicker. What else is there? I think I'm going to take a risk here as well. I can actually bomb this system, so I should do that. I'll do cluster bombs. 2 buildings destroyed, nothing of real value though. Oh, crap. Right, I forgot something then. I was going to move this fleet over to Merope and upgrade it, but it's out of movement now because I bombed the system. So I can't do that. Right, so I think that's about it for this turn, so I'll end the turn. Hopefully the warp drive, the speed of this fleet will increase now because I've got that warp drive tech. Only one way to find out though. Doesn't look like it has, does it? Doesn't tell you the warp speed either, really. Right, minimize that. Okay, so these can move on. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, really. If that doesn't increase, how many turns is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns. So I might wait until this tech has come in before actually warping these over towards Zane's. I'm not sure yet. Right, so there's an empty moon there. Been tacked on Zane's again. I've got that warp drive tech. I should maybe... Right, it's been attacked here. So what combat fleets do I have? I'll attack with the main one, I think. I should all group up, hopefully. Yeah. Stop them from retreating. Offensive retreat. And yeah, do that again. Right, that worked. Right, so how long would this fleet take to move over via warp? 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. Or 5 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I could wait 3 more turns to get extra warp tech, or I could just move them through. I think it might be worthwhile just moving them through now actually. Gonna have to figure that out in a second though. I've got a battle on here on Vega. So I'll do spread with this one, I think. Striker 24s, they're medium range missiles. And they're pretty much medium range missiles as well. I'll do illusion. I'll do dust warheads here. They have some melee on these though. I'll do illusion there. Spread fire. Right. No idea how many I really killed there. Probably graphical errors. I'll come back to that in a second. The thing is, there's just too many ships on Vega for me to kill, really, isn't there? If I can keep the ships locked down here, though, I should be able to get into Zane's with these fleets from over here. Okay. You'd think that it's quicker to warp drive from Brachia as well to Zane's rather than just from Aelion, so I might do that. Right, it says combat. Did I lose a ship in that combat? I might have. Yeah, I think I might have there. I'll do illusion and striker 21s. Do repair actually here. I'll try doing this again. Right, they're countering it all the time, so I'm gonna have to change that. Right, haven't attacked. Can dismiss that. Right, I'm just going to do my build list and I'll group up my ships. Okay, so I've updated the build list. I'm actually going to build a fleet on Murigashi now to get it down here. Might be well too late before it gets there though. Apart from that, there's more of a focus on science and general, apart from that, normal improvements really. Attacks, I think, can I improve that? That's okay. Right, so I've got this fleet on Morocco I need to sort out. There's a couple of ships here. Right, I think what I'm going to do is bring this fleet over to there. I'm going to attack the Cravers ships then with that. So that's the right one, isn't it? Right, so I'll do offensive retreat. Weapons overclock to prevent offensive retreat. Right, great. That's what was built this turn and what's to be built. Okay. Right, so I can move. I'll lock this fleet down with that one. And I think I'm not sure if they're all grouped up properly. I just moved the whole lot though. Actually, I moved the hero first, I think. Okay, some more pirates. Minimize that. It could be these fleets up here which get to Zane's first potentially. Although if I get the warp drive, my warp drive might get the first actually. Right, so lock that down. Why can't I attack with that? Oh, right. I was wondering what the hell was going on then. They've attacked me, so great. I don't think I mind if they retreat these. Can pirates retreat or not? I've no idea, to be honest. Probably not. So, actually, my long-range kinetics are amazing with these fleets. So, probably want to use weapons overclock after all. What was this? Right, they're rubbish, aren't they? So I'll do that. Followed by intercept. Where is it? Not intercept. Engineering. These modern fleets are definitely going to be able to take on the Horatio. Right, does it have any movement left? Yes, it does. Should I move through or not? That's the question. I think maybe I should. Hopefully they'll get attacked. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Right, so these are Striker 24s, medium range missile. That's medium range missile as well. So I do illusion there. I do weapon overclock there. And weapon overclock here. Right, so auto. Right, wipe the whole lot out apart from the Imperator. She's got promotion. I'll take that one. Decimal heads. Okay, right. Should I move my invasion fleets forward? I think the answer to that is yes. Hopefully there's nothing there now though. This is a mistake. Oops. Alright, take that one off. How much does that... No, there's no way that fleet is going to have enough movement to get down here. I want to upgrade that fleet as well. Right, take that one off. I think that those disintegrators won't have enough movement, that fleet with their 6, but I'll move it on anyway. Okay. Right, great. There's a... Right, they've all used their movement because they went through the wormhole. So they may be able to get their next turn, who knows. Right, I'll leave those there to upgrade. These can do nothing, they're fine there. I think I'll bring both of these through the wormhole. Down to there. Okay, so they've used up all their movement. This fleet, I think I'll move both of those on as well. I'll actually keep the combat fleet here. Lock down the system. These can move through. Okay, anything up here now? Right, they've all used their movement. Right, so I've got 2 fleets to attack with on Vega. And I've got to sort out the Elion situation. Right, so Xanados, they've all got movement left. Defiler, Devourer. Right, I'll group those up. Those can move through. I'll actually move those through after I've done Zenith. Looks like it's a partial fleet gathering here, so I'll group those up. That can move on to Elion. Okay. I think I'm going to take the entirety of the others and... Right, actually take the combat out. Move the combat fleet first. I'll move that onto Brachia. Okay, that can lock down the system. And then I'll move the entirety of the rest on. I think I might actually take this system. Maybe. Right, so how long would that take to get to Zane's? 1, 2, 3, 4, is it? You know what? I think I might move those through. Right, that's gonna take... How long? Well, this fleet should probably get there in a couple of turns. I think I'm just gonna move them on, this fleet through though. Could end up getting destroyed, some of my invasion ships potentially. But I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Right, so what's actually at the front? Those foragers. Maybe I should have grouped up my ships a bit better there, I'm not sure, but... Right, what's that? Elion. Combat fleet. Right. Let's come up down there. I think I've just about... Right, I've got a couple of combats on Vega, I should do those. Arguably, I don't think it's a good idea for me to actually attack them now though. I can keep those locked down there if they stay alive, which is a good idea considering I've got a ton of fleets moving on to Zane's. I was going to end the video then, but there's a few things that I should do before I actually do that. Right, so I can actually attack with this hero's fleet still, which I hadn't realised. So I'm going to attack here. I should destroy this ship. Right, so I'm going to stop it from using offensive retreat. And right, auto that. Okay, so that's destroyed. Right, they're all siege system as well. I could take the system, but I don't want to use up my drop pods that I could use on Zane's. This fleets are moved down here. Right, so I'll lock that system down. I'm going to upgrade my ships in between the videos, like this system at Merope, I think. Anything else? Right, I'm not sure I'm forgetting something. There's a couple of ships on Xanados, so I should move down. Move through to Zenith. Okay. Right, so I'm going to call that an end to the video then. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.